Dear English learners, today in this video we are going to learn about two types of verbs and two types of adjectives. First, we are going to discuss the differences between action verbs and stative verbs. Then we are going to learn the differences between stative adjectives and dynamic adjectives. Now look at this table. You can see action verbs in the first column and state verb in the second column. What are the action verbs? Action verbs always describe the action. Normally, the action is performed by the subject. We use action verbs to describe the action. We use stative verbs to describe status, unchanging qualities, and conditions. There are some status that we sense, that we feel. We use state verbs to describe that particular status. Now, what are the examples of action verbs? Run, eat, climb, analyze, write, jump, start, kick, and cook. Here you can see examples of action verbs. You can see these actions have a beginning, middle, and end. So those verbs are action verbs. Now look at the state verbs. Examples: agree, believe, hear, taste, understand, know, consist. These are the stative verbs. Then we can make sentences by using action verbs. For example, we are climbing the mountain. We are analyzing data. She is writing the book. Likewise, we can use action verbs with continuous tenses. But traditionally, we don't use stative verbs with continuous tenses. Now I told you traditionally. Then there is an exception. Now let's discuss the exception with examples. When we describe temporary action or behavior, we use stative verbs with continuous tenses. Look at the examples. I am tasting it right now. She is smelling the flower. Now look at the third one. I am loving this. Now here in this sentence, we use this sentence to emphasize the temporary action. Then we can use continuous with stative verbs. It's getting warmer day by day. Now this is an evolving state. To describe an evolving state, we use continuous with stative verbs. I am feeling good. I was wondering about your current situation. We are having a party. Now here you can see there are three places where we can use continuous with state verbs. Firstly, to describe temporary actions or behaviors. Secondly, to emphasize temporary actions. And thirdly, to mention evolving situations. Next, we are going to discuss stative adjectives and dynamic adjectives. Stative adjectives are used to describe relatively permanent status. We use dynamic adjectives to describe actions. Now look at the examples: tall, clever, dark, obese. These are stative adjectives. What are the examples of dynamic adjectives? Calm, stupid, careful, mean, silly. These are dynamic adjectives. We can use stative adjectives in sentences. We can say, she is tall, he is clever, it's dark, likewise. But when we use dynamic adjectives in sentences, the sentence structure is be verb plus adjective. Now look at the example. He is being silly. She is being ridiculous. You are being mean. You are being friendly. Now here you can see the sentence structure is be verb plus adjective. Now in this video I discussed the differences between the two types of adjectives and the two types of verbs. I hope you got it. Thank you very much for watching. I invite you to subscribe to my channel. I appreciate your support.